Do you remember as you were growing up being told by your parents about making a good impression when you were out and about? Because in this video, I'm going to share how my mum wanted me to be and how it took me years to understand what she meant. She used to tell me that those first impressions that people had of me were the ones that would linger in their memories. If they were good, people would think well of me. If they weren't, then it would be hard to change their minds from a negative impression. And that's true. But sometimes it led to me creating an impression that I couldn't live up to in the long term. There's something false about trying to be someone that you're not. You can try to reinvent yourself, to try and come over as sophisticated and outgoing, or even to try and be enigmatic. But if it's an act, you'll struggle and you won't be able to pull it off forever. All my mum wanted was for me to be polite, respectful, kind and helpful. All things I was more than capable of being. Now, if you've got any comment to make, please leave them down below and become part of the conversation. And it would be great if you could hit that like button as well. I've always been one of those people at the edges of a group, not quite part of that in crowd. There was a time when I tried to be Mr. Charisma, but that's not who I am, and I've learned over the years that it's not even who I want to be. Growing up, we sometimes feel that to become more liked, we've got to push ourselves and develop this new personality. But that's too tiring, too much hard work. In fact, I'm sure that everyone would spot it a mile off, because unless you're one hell of an actor, it wouldn't ring true. People can tell, and you don't end up with more friends, you end up with less. I'm not saying you shouldn't try and improve yourself and become more likeable. That's a noble aim, and I think that through the course of our lives, we should all be trying to do that and to be the best that we can be. But the goal should be to be a better you, but at the same time to be real and honest. Don't try to change your natural personality. You are who you are. Be proud of that. It took me years to realise that. I was well into my 50s before I became comfortable with who I am. Whether I like it or not, I'm a heart on my sleeve kind of guy. I'm not black and white. There are lots of colours in my personality. I can be happy and introverted, extrovert and uninterested, all in the same hour. If I'm amongst people I know well, I'm comfortable. I'll come out of my shell. However, amongst people I don't know well, I can appear aloof. I'm sure that's the same for a lot of people. Many people aren't naturally outgoing, but as you get older, you learn lessons in life. Just be yourself. People don't like people who aren't authentic. They probably won't say it to your face, but they'll think it just the same. People tend to like people who are real. It's an odd thing, we all know it, but it doesn't stop people trying to be something that they're not. You don't need to spend years looking at others and asking why you couldn't be more like them. It's a waste of time and energy because everyone has their own challenges and their own doubts and their own insecurities, even those that we think are confident. Trying to be something that you're not just sets you up for misery. If you're here and you've not subscribed yet, please do, as I always try to provide worthy content for you, and by subscribing you can be sure to be notified when I post something new. Now, we all have our people. We all have flaws and failings, and what's more, our people don't care about them and often don't even notice them. And the things we dislike about ourselves are often the reasons why people like us. Those things we dislike about ourselves are part of the charm that we exude and part of our individual uniqueness. All you need to do is be yourself. All those years ago, when my mum didn't mean me to be something I'm not, she just wanted to be the best me that I could be. And here's the twist. It wasn't until I let my guard down, until I stopped trying to be something that I was not, that I became comfortable in my own skin. The truth is, your people get you, faults and all, and they don't care. And as the saying goes, those that matter don't mind, and those that mind don't matter. Be yourself. It doesn't matter that you're not perfect. There's integrity in being who you are. And what's more, it'll make you a whole lot happier as well. And if you click up there, I'll share 5 ways that you can overcome sadness.